President Trump is starting to throw some haymakers at Biden in his rallies. Take a look.
So far away, and then he comes up with the mask. He's like 100 yards from the nearest human being. He's got a mask. He feels good about the mask. I wonder, in the debate, it'll be him and I or the stage. Is he going to walk in with a mask? I'll be honest. He feels good about the mask, and that's okay. You know what? Whatever makes you feel good, he feels good. He feels good. I mean, honestly, what the hell did he spend all that money on the plastic surgery if he's going to cover it up with a mask? Seriously. The whole deal. No, I think he'll come in with a mask. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, the question is, will he leave it on during the debate?
So the thing about the plastic surgery is supposed to be a shot at Biden. Like, this guy obviously had plastic surgery. Who are we kidding? Now, he definitely did. He definitely had a facelift. You go back and look at him in 2012 or even I think as late as like 2015. He had this mean turkey neck, like really saggy. It's like hung low. It was like a very prominent turkey neck. But now he doesn't. And he doesn't because he had a facelift. In fact, when you see close-ups, you could actually see where they made the cuts. Like, it looks like it was a facelift, and I read an article that was describing how it wasn't well done. He didn't go to like a really good plastic surgeon who could kind of hide it in some ways. You could see the scarring from where they made the incisions and whatnot. But I'm going to defend Biden on the plastic surgery. I think he looks better. I think he looks better than he did before the plastic surgery, for sure. I think it kind of worked. If the look was, hey, we're trying to make him look a little bit younger, I think he does look younger than he did right before he got the surgery, for sure. Now, I'm not saying he looks young. He doesn't. But I'll defend him on that, for sure. And in a weird way, like, people have made fun of me. I think I had this conversation with Rogan on his podcast where I was arguing, we're used to seeing Trump like this. And if you change it now, it would look weirder. So, you know, his argument was like, why does he have the freakish orange skin? Why does he have the comb-over hair? And I had seen somebody did the comparison where they showed exactly what Trump would look like without the comb-over and without the tan. And he looks way worse without the comb-over and without the tan. Like, granted, I admit he looks ridiculous here. He looks ridiculous. He's a ridiculous-looking person, for sure. But let's not kid ourselves as if, like, if he changed it, that it would be better. It wouldn't. It would be worse. For sure, it would be worse. No doubt. I remember looking at the picture and being mortified. He looked horrendous without his comb-over and without his tan. I was like, oh my God. And I feel the same about Biden. Like, if he didn't get the facelift, he would look worse, I think. So, I get it. But it's also kind of funny that, like, Trump taking a shot at Biden for plastic surgery as if he's not a target-rich environment in terms of looks is kind of funny. Like, dude, who are you kidding? He probably spends at least 30 minutes or an hour on his hair every damn morning doing the frickin' comb-over. We've seen what happens when in moments where he can't hide it. Remember when he was walking onto, it was either helicopter or Air Force One, and the back of his head, it like popped up. Like, whatever the hell he uses to hold his hair down, like, it popped up, and there was a spot in the back where it was just 1,000,000% bald, and he had combed all the way over, and it was like, I remember in my head, I heard the horror movie sound when the thing popped up, you know, they're like, I backed away from the mic because I didn't want to, like, if you're listening through your headphones, I didn't want to, like, scare you when I said that, but yeah, I heard, like, the horror movie noise when the thing popped up, like, it popped up like that, and I was like, ah! Oh my God, it's not supposed to do that. Ah! I have the same reaction. Like, I'm one of those people, I can't watch limbs break. Because if I see a limb go, like, you ever seen somebody's, like, Sid Vicious back in the day in WCW wrestling, he jumped off the top rope to kick somebody, and, like, he landed on his leg and he just went, like, it just totally snaps out. I can't see that. I felt the same way when I saw Trump's hair, like pop up in that weird way. So gross. But anyway, yeah, dude, you can't, like, you are not allowed to talk about people's appearance, ever. Because you know you're a target-rich environment. But I think this gets to something else about Trump, which is like, he really thinks he's hot shit. Like, I think he really thinks he's an attractive man. He said so many things over the years where that would, like, the only logical explanation is that he thinks he's hot. And so he thinks, I'm going to go after Biden for his plastic surgery, but he said one time he thinks he looks like Elvis Presley. To be fair, he said more when he was young. Like, when I was younger, people told me I looked like Elvis Presley. What? What? Are you kidding me? What a joke. So anyway, don't like, you don't want to open this door, dog. You want to go down the path of talking about people's appearance. Do we really want to have a conversation about your gelatinous, bulbous gut? Should we talk about that? About how you hide how overweight you are with your clothes? The bigger jackets. Like, he is a large man. Trump he's like 6'2" or 6'3", but he's fat. And he hides it well, but he's fat. So he's going after Biden's appearance. It just strikes me as like, I actually think there's more to go after Trump for on appearance than Biden, even though Biden had plastic surgery and Trump didn't. So anyway, but now let's get to the more important thing here. I know I've been babbling this whole time, but more importantly, the reason why Biden wears the mask so many places is because it signals to the public, hey, I'm a serious adult, I care about science, and I'm taking this pandemic seriously, and if I'm president, I will take it very seriously. And you're going to want somebody like me in charge. That's the message it's sending. Now, the reason he's going with that message is because it's smart and it works. Don, how does he not get this? I mean, honestly, this is the saddest thing ever. How do you not get that? How do you not get that? COVID is the number one issue in the country. Why? 200,000 people are dead, and it disrupted the economy massively. Lives have been upended as a result of this thing. And Trump's out there doing like a semi-stand-up routine about, look at this idiot wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. So Trump has become the parody of him. He's become a parody of himself. Because like the left-wing caricatured view of Trump is like, he's so dumb and he's so anti-science and he's like proud of being anti-science. That's what this is. You're going to make fun of somebody for wearing a mask in a pandemic where 200,000 Americans have died. And mind you, they could say, well, yeah, it's mostly old people. Right. How old is Biden? How old are you? Yeah, I think you should be wearing masks. But he's attacking him for it. He's making fun of him for it. Like, I'm telling you, he's too brainwashed these days. He's Fox News, One American News Network. They just like got into his mind and now he doesn't know how to think clearly. I mean, he never did, but he's way worse now than he was in 2016. Because you don't have any semblance of reason, or like you couldn't pump the brakes a little bit. Hey, maybe I shouldn't attack a guy for wearing a mask in a pandemic. And no, he's not going to wear a mask in the debate, like during the debate. It's going to be you and him and like and Chris Wallace, and that's it. Of course, he's not going to. But it's all. I'm telling you, Trump goes out there. He does like a semi-stand-up routine. Now that works when the material doesn't make Trump look really terrible. And I feel like this actually does make Trump look terrible because the number one issue in the country is COVID. People say they don't think Trump is taking it seriously. And then Trump goes out there and proves with every word he speaks that he's not taking it seriously. And Biden has been signaling, I'm going to take it seriously. So, he's almost like he's casually dancing on a minefield. That's what Trump is doing here. Now, again, I think he's talented in terms of how he does the rallies and in terms of the fact that he's a decent speaker and that he has kind of like a stand-up comedian's cadence in a way where like he gets the laugh breaks and he gets the applause breaks and like he knows how to work a crowd for sure. But I mean, really, dog, masks in a pandemic, like that's going to be the subject matter. His plastic surgery and masks in a pandemic, you're going to come out against that and like poke fun at him. It's too, he's dating himself. It's too in that right-wing bubble. This is not going to land. And, I think he's in trouble. I think he's in serious trouble. I think the polls are showing that these days. His terrible strategy is showing that these days. When 200,000 Americans are dead and you're making fun of Biden for wearing a mask in a pandemic, you don't come across as like the cool outsider. You come across as like a total moron.